Hello everyone and welcome to the Elder Scrolls Online with me, your host Crypto, Crypto Gamer. And today guys, this is a bit of a different video and I'm quite excited today as the brand new prologue quest called A Guild in Crisis has just came out on the Elder Scrolls Online and is live on both the EU and the NA servers. And today guys, we are going to be talking about the brand new Soul Reapers device that will be used to collect souls within the new expansion that comes out, as it will be replacing the mini incursions that you find that spawn all over the Elder Scrolls Online. And we're also going to be looking at the brand new dialogue system that's going to be coming out with this new quest line. So the first thing that we'll do is we will travel to Stone Falls, where near the crafting area you will come across this new NPC called Prince Isaiah. And as you can see, there is a player response option.
I trust the scouts.
And as you will see, there are multiple different responses that can be done. There will be little symbols on the side next to each response. So we have kind, grim, merciful, ruthless, joker, and flirty. And as you can see, you have the wee symbols at the side here that will show you your different dialogue options. Now at the moment, from what I've seen, these are the only two that seem to be active within this quest line. But it is interesting to see. It does give you a really good sense of role-playing, which I think is where ESO's dialogue was quite bad, because it was quite linear. Maybe you had Intimidate or Persuade, but that was really about it. There wasn't really anything when it came to actual role-playing. So I do think that Zos are onto something here with this brand new system. I think it's actually going to be quite good, and it's going to be interesting to see whether they start implementing this in other prologue quests, and whether they might even retroactively add in some new lines or options in previous Elder Scrolls quests. It will be interesting to see. I really want to know, by the way guys, what you think of this particular new system of dialogue and whether or not you like it. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to travel to Malabator, and this is where the quest is really going to start off. We basically have to go out and find a guild member from the Fighters Guild, basically the leader of it. And this takes us on a massive journey, as you will see, into seeing the worm cult again. And here is another example of the dialogue that you'll actually get to play around with. And so I gave this one a negative response. I wanted to see what the negative response would be, and then they even give you the option to intimidate. So I thought, you know what, I think I'm going to go for the intimidation just to see how it all went. And then I got the information that was required, and thusly we moved on to the next part of the quest. The Worm Cult has basically decided to come back, and they are going to try and wipe out both the mages and the Fighters Guild. And you will even get to see their wee banners here. So this is some of the new assets that have been added in, and you can see the Worm Cult banner. And we'll come across multiple little areas like this. Now we actually get into a new miniature dungeon. This is a new area of the game, and we'll be able to see some of the new assets, some of the new spell and ground effects. There's a lot of people firing off meteors in here as well, which I thought was quite funny as well. And so far you can see things like new Daedric mine traps, similar to what the Sork has, and some worm cult enemies, and even rescuing people. Overall, I would say I enjoyed this particular wee section of the game, as it slowly started to reveal to you new things, such as this. This is brand new. I've never seen this before with the Worm Cult, and basically it summoned in this giant flesh colossus. This was quite a strange one. It had a very strange little map, but overall it was quite a fascinating small area. And now the plot started to thicken, which was very interesting. And so we learned that there is a new Harvester Daedra that is basically decided to be the instigator of this particular questline, and also of the demise of one of the guild leaders. I thought it was very well written out. I did really like it overall. But the best part is definitely got to be these new Reapers, these new Soul Reapers. I really liked seeing these, and I'm quite excited to actually fight them in game. I found the mechanics of how they worked very fascinating. It actually reminded me of the Necrovol soul extractors from Doom Eternal, funnily enough. It just has that sort of vibe about it. So, as you can see, when you interact with it, you crush a skull and basically disassemble the Soul Reaper. And Vanis here, he actually explains to us that now they can be destroyed without anybody being physically hurt, which I thought was really cool. And it was really interesting to see how these new Reapers would work. This for me is where it really started to take off with the Soul Reaper little event. You actually got to see how these things properly work now, and overall I thought it was really good. I would like to know your opinions as well, guys, if you've not actually done the prologue quest, about how it looks so far, and if you have as well, as it's really fascinating to see. So as you can see there, a soul actually flew into this, and you have to destroy each and every one of them as you go along through the quest line. I like the animation of when it breaks. There's a lot of fine detail in there, and it looks really nice. And it's interesting to see that obviously the Daedra, because they don't really have souls, they aren't directly affected by this. So when you kill Anthrax, they don't fire any souls in. And as you can see, there's other players as well that are going to be about here that are going to take down enemies as well. And so souls are flying all over the place. I personally think this is going to be really interesting and really good. Not only that, we are also getting a new skill style that's coming out as well with this one, which is going to be Soul Trap Ruby Red. So it's going to look a similar colour to the way my Twilight Matriarch is right now, and it's going to affect all the Soul Trap morphs. So I can't wait for that. It'll be made up of 10 fragments that you have to collect from obviously doing these miniature incursions throughout Tamriel. And I'm really interested to see how the storyline plays out from there, as obviously this is basically them extending the main questline from the Elder Scrolls Online 10 years on. I think it's been a good thing that they're going to be doing this, because I do think that the game should have been given a direct expansion at some point to do with the actual original storyline. So I really hope that the boys at ZeniMax have done a really good job, and that they're going to really wow us with this. And it'll be interesting to see how Moa Bal is in this storyline, along with Mana Marco as well. Overall, guys, I really enjoyed this quest line, and I really enjoyed making this video. If you have enjoyed this video, guys, please like, share and subscribe, as it really helps me in the algorithm. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. This has been Crypto Gamer. Peace out.